Joined once again by One Soccer's Kristian Jack. KJ, what did we make of Jesse Marsch and his emotions today on the dais? Because there's one thing that we know, Jesse Marsch is very much driven by emotions and conviction and certainly intensity, but he was taking a different line today. So what did you make of how he was answering our questions about the ongoing investigation that CONCACAF has?
Well, he was very passionate as normal, and I think passionate towards some of the questions in the room about the team's own style, what their approach is in this competition, how far they've developed, but less passionate and had no desire really to talk about the current
investigation. Wanted it to be all about the players.
About CONCACAF. And I think that's quite smart for him to be able to do that, and Canada Soccer. This is a battle they cannot win over the governing body in CONCACAF. We will find out what will happen over the next 48 hours with the current investigation. We know that he's already serving a suspension that ends here on Saturday. Whether he gets another one on top will be determined over the next 48 hours, as I said. So I don't think it serves any purpose for him to come out on the front foot once again and go after CONCACAF the way he has done over the last, few months. So I think it was an intelligent response. And what do I make of it impacting the players? I think, as I asked Richie Larea, their emotional intelligence has been quite high, Matthew. You know, you and I have covered this team under Jesse Marsch since the start. Much of their success in Copa America was down to that. A very, very vibrant, hectic atmosphere, refereeing decisions going against them in different parts. And I think if they can get back to that, that is more of a straight line to success than the other way.
Although I do think there was de-escalation from Jesse Marsch, I think in terms of emotion, much like we saw against Honduras, and Marsch talked about being on the front foot, his players echoed that as well. Yeah. I think you're going to see that against Curaçao as well, and really also against El Salvador. There is an intensity around this team. They want to make a statement. They did, scoring 6 goals against Honduras, although Jesse Marsch has talked about the intensity and the defensive mindset and really the physicality they're going to be expecting from Curaçao. I suspect they're going to be on that front foot. So yes, the emotions in terms of the talking points and what's in the media and the ongoing investigation about CONCACAF and Jesse Marsch, there is that de-escalation, but I suspect the players are going to have that emotion tomorrow night. But in terms of Jesse Marsch, we have seen this before. If we even go back to you and I being there in March at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles for the CONCACAF Nations League third place game against the United States, and Jesse Marsch's, let's call it, emotional explosion that led to this 2-match ban. And now we see this situation playing out here in the Gold Cup. Is this going to be the end of it, do you think? You talked about, you know, the dynamic between Canada Soccer and CONCACAF. Should this be the end of it?
Well, is it a learning mechanism for him, or are they on the defensive as victims? We're going to find out, no? Over the next few weeks and months. I think that is really important, because I've asked him numerous times, are you comfortable with being the face for this team? And he said, I'm not the face of the team. We know, the public watching know, he is the face of the team right now. I asked him that again today. He said it should always be about the players. But with Jesse Marsch, it isn't. And sometimes that's a good thing. The players will be happy to let him do that, to go to battle for them. It is not a players' dressing room full of vocal leaders who want to be on the front foot, that have the panache and the charismatic style that Jesse has. So that is inevitable. But I do wonder today, with a little bit of a backstep, does he take further ones and try and push forward the players to be the major story?
Speaking of the players in the major story, a few lineup notes from Jesse Marsch. Derek Cornelius, who was dealing with a lower body injury, will not be available. Ismail Coney, who had a family matter to attend to and came to camp late, is available. And so is Alistair Johnson. He rejoined Canada's camp after enjoying his honeymoon. So we'll see what kind of lineup changes there are for Canada when they face Curaçao on the weekend.